Hello everyone and welcome back to another Attack on Titan video. We saw many Titan shifters throughout the anime, but did you ever wonder how did the first 9 Titan shifters look like? In this video, we will talk about all 9 Titan powers and their users. The first Titan power we are going to talk about is the power of the Beast Titan. This Titan is usually slightly larger than most Titans, and its appearance always resembles a certain animal. In the anime, we saw Zeke Yeager, who looked like a monkey, and Tom Saver, who looked like sheep. Later, we also saw few other Beast Titans, and each one of them resembled a different animal. Since Zeke was from the royal family, his Beast Titan had several unique abilities that no other Beast Titan had. For example, with his royal blood, he was able to transform some subjects of Ymir into Titans. However, this was only possible if the person consumed Zeke's spinal fluid. Now, let's get back to the topic of the video, and let's see how did the first Beast Titan look like. This is the only picture we have where the first Beast Titan is shown. My artist did a very good job of drawing him, so you guys could better see how he looked like. The first Beast Titan had more facial hair, and he had a really cool haircut. Judging by its appearance, I think that the user of this Titan was much older than Zeke. Female Titan was one of the 9 Titans. It could selectively harden parts of its skin and attract pure Titans with its screams. According to Annie, female Titan could mimic other Titans' abilities if it consumed a part of them. As a result, Marley heavily experimented on her. We never got to see if this mimic ability actually works, but I think it would be very cool to see Annie use some of the Warhammer or Colossal Titan's abilities. The female Titan was also known for its high endurance and mobility, the greatest instance of this being the journey to the walls, where Annie ran from the coastline of a paradise island to the distant walls. Female Titan also had the ability to harden its skin. And most importantly, the female Titan user could protect himself by forming a crystal cocoon around his body. This is how the first ever female Titan looked like. It had slightly longer hair than Annie, but other than that, they look very similar. The Warhammer Titan was the last Titan we were introduced to in the show. It could produce and manipulate structures that were made of hardened Titan flesh. These structures could be weaponized, for example, forming spikes that were strong enough to lift a Titan. Much like the female Titan, this hardening could also be used to protect the user inside a Titan crystal. It was also possible for the Warhammer Titan to remove its control center from its nape. This means that the user of the Warhammer Titan could hide outside of the battlefield and control his Titan remotely. Even though the Warhammer Titan was defeated pretty quickly in the anime, to a lot of people this is still their favorite Titan, probably because of his incredible design and unique set of powers. The first Warhammer Titan looked very different from Lara's version. The first thing we can notice is that it had long black hair. I don't know about you guys, but it seems to me that the user of this Titan was actually a male, which is very interesting since in the show we only got to see Lara's version. The next Titan is no other than Armored Titan. The defining feature of an Armored Titan is the layers of armor protecting the Titan's body. This armor is capable of shielding the Titan from significant amounts of damage. For example, shielding him from direct cannon hits or blades of the vertical maneuvering equipment. Armored Titan is also the only Titan that can withstand Colossal Titan's explosive transformation. Although this armor is pretty strong, it is not capable of protecting its user from anti-Titan artillery or thunder spears. This Titan also has some disadvantages. It couldn't run very fast due to the weight of the armor. In this case, the user could choose to shed segments of the armor to achieve more speed and agility. The first Armored Titan actually looked very cool. I really like the design of this Titan. Its body is very similar to Reiner's, but it looks much more buffed and muscular. The Cart Titan was one of the 9 Titans, and it is known for its devastating speed and endurance. This Titan is perfect for long missions since it doesn't need to rest. It is capable of maintaining Titan form for long periods of time. It could also be equipped with body armor or machine gun platforms if needed. Pieck claims that the power of the Cart Titan allowed her to perform hundreds of consecutive transformations before she got tired. which is very impressive since a normal Titan shifter could only transform a few times. 𝐻𝐻 possesses an incredible speed similar to the Jaw Titans. Peak used this speed to retrieve 𝐬𝐽 and Reina during the Battle of 𝐿𝐼𝐴. One of the downsides of using a 𝐻𝐻 is that after a long period of time in the Titan form, its user would forget how to walk normally and would instead have to crawl. For some reason, the design of the first 𝐻𝐻 looks very funny to me. It's a little bit different than Peak's version. It has smaller eyes and a different nose. In this photo, the 𝐻𝐻 is strongly resembling the mouse. Attack Titan was also one of the 9 Titans. It is sad that Attack Titan always fought for freedom throughout the generations. While all of the 9 Titans could receive memories of the past inheritors, the Attack Titan could also receive memories of its future inheritors. In the world of the Attack Titan, we saw 3 people that wielded this power. First one was Eren Kruger. He was Eldian spy posing as a Marley security officer. The second Attack Titan user was Grisha Yeager. He inherited his power from Kruger, and his mission was to steal the founding Titan power from the royal family. Finally, the last Attack Titan is of course the main protagonist, Eren Yeager. He inherited his power from his father Grisha, and his only goal was achieving freedom. Now we are getting to the interesting part. The first Attack Titan looks breathtaking. It looks very different from all Attack Titans we saw in the show so far. Its hair is long and it has some very scary Titan marks across its face. The Colossal Titan was the primary antagonist for the first 3 seasons of the Attack on Titan series. This Titan is notable for its massive size and significant control over the steam emitted by its Titan body. Although all Titans generate enormous amounts of heat and energy when transforming, Colossal Titan takes this to the next level. During the Battle of Shiganshina, when transforming, Berthold released an incredible amount of energy similar to the small nuclear device, which destroyed part of the district and set surrounding area on fire. One of the Colossal Titan's unique powers was that he was capable of emitting great amounts of steam at will to prevent anybody from reaching its nape. The first Colossal Titan looks a lot scarier than any other Colossal Titans in the show. In my opinion, this Titan seems like it was designed for some kind of a horror movie. Even though the Jaw Titan is the smallest out of all 9 Titans, he is also the fastest, and he has a powerful set of jaws and claws that are able to tear through almost anything. Those who held the power of the Jaw Titan demonstrated significant amounts of speed and agility in their Titan form. They could even move fast enough to catch most of the other Titan shifters off guard. The force of its jaws was shown to be strong enough to chew through the hardened Titan armor, as well as the Titan crystals surrounding the Warhammer Titan. Throughout the series, we saw many Jaw Titans, and each of them was very unique. The first Jaw Titan had an armored mask on his face, similar to Porco's version, but the mask on this Titan actually looked a lot scarier since it's resembling a skull. The founding Titan, also known as the Coordinate, was the first of all Titans. Its scream could create and control other Titans and modify the memories and body compositions of the subjects of Ymir. But this power had, in the past, only been available to the members of the royal family. According to Marley, the founding Titan was the point where the paths connecting all subjects of Ymir cross. The first ever founding Titan was Ymir Fritz. She came into contact with the mysterious spine-like creature which attached to her back and triggered the first Titan transformation. It is said that nobody can surpass Ymir, and that's because Ymir died 13 years after awakening her powers. No one is allowed to live beyond that. This phenomenon is also known as the Curse of Ymir. To all of you who watched this video through the end, thank you guys so much. You are amazing. I will see you very soon in one of my next videos. Bye!